Sisanie. Well, dating expert Marnie Batista is back on the couch with us today, and I wanted to discuss the topic because I know that there's a lot of moms that watch these videos, and I do a lot of topics when it comes to, I don't know, baby hacks and things to do in that sense. But what about stuff in the bedroom when it comes to spicing things up after the babies are born? Because I'm not saying that we're going through a dry spell, but it's not the same as it was like our first year of marriage, I'll be honest. So how, like, what are things that we can do? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you're just exhausted.
Like, are you, and this is so basic, but I have 3 kids, and I'm still tired.
Yeah.
Because they're grown-ups. But, so the first thing is, like, are you making time?
Right.
Like, so this is so unsexy, but when you have 2 working parents especially, and the more kids you have,
Google schedule it.
Google Calendar.
Stop, really?
I'm so sorry. Yes. But really,
all right.
But you can call it date night or whatever it is. But here's the thing. So we really respect our calendar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
I live by my calendar.
We live by our calendar. Okay. So we set things up so that we can have the time to not be exhausted. So that we talked last time about like the myths, right? And so there's a myth that it has to be spontaneous in order for it to be sexy or spicy.
Right.
But the truth is that is not true, right? So if you guys say like, we can call it date night, right? So it's on your calendar and everyone sees it. You can look at, so how can I set it up so that we can have an actual date night, right? So what are some things that you could do, whether it's getting childcare?
Right. Or, what if it's not? What if it's a date night, but you're not even? Are you saying like we have to physically go out to dinner somewhere? Or okay.
Hell no.
Okay. So it could be like after you put the babies to bed, running a bath.
Totally, right.
Okay.
So we're gonna have some romance. So we're gonna order up some bath stuff, and we'll make it special. We're gonna have a no phone zone. Right?
Okay.
So, like, I'm a fan of putting it in a completely different room. I know that's really scary. But, like, actually putting it in a different room.
Yeah.
It's making sure, because what you do sometimes is you're like, okay, let me just do this one thing. Let me just watch this last 10 minutes of this show.
Let me just answer.
Let me just, and you're like putting your makeup, take your makeup off, looking at your phone, and before you know it, it's like 10:30. Okay, so you've got to say, what is the deadline? What is the boundary around that so that you actually have the time and you stick to it?
It's interesting you say that because I feel like time in the bedroom usually happens more when you're on vacation because you're not in your normal setting and you're relaxed essentially.
Totally.
Right? So if you can kind of create that space at home by getting rid of your phone or getting rid of work for an hour.
Yeah, and like get some new sheets.
Ooh, I like
right?
that.
Get some new sheets. Okay, here's the other thing.
Yeah.
Do you feel sexy?
Not 100%.
Okay.
No, that's one of my biggest issues that I'm dealing with just this year alone, and that's why I'm like working on my wellness and just trying to be healthier in general. But I can't use it as an excuse.
Well,
anymore.
that's just it. You can't. So there's a whole thing when you become a mom where you have to kind of change your identity.
Yeah.
Right? But so what we do is we go like, we and I talked, I'm a professional. Okay. Then I'm a wife.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, holy crap, all 3 of those things.
Yeah.
And you're still like a sexy woman. Like, not even just like the wife role.
Trying to be.
No, but you are.
I don't feel it.
I know. Okay.
So
So that's the other piece of this for you is like, I would really look at who am I when I'm actually just Sisanie.
Right.
Right? Like when you met your husband and you couldn't keep your hands off of each other.
I was a completely different person back then.
Okay, so we have to find her.
I know. She's lost.
She's totally lost.
Oh my goodness.
Because when you get into that energy, that space, and maybe you even like think about when I was feeling like sexy Sisanie, like what did I think? How did I view the world? How did I look at myself?
Well, I was very selfish. It was because it was just me. I was single and I was kind of just doing whatever I wanted to do on my schedule in this time, and I kind of just like let these little parts of me go as like the relationship kept evolving,
Yep.
And now we're here.
Okay,
so I feel like there's nothing left of that.
Okay, so this is just general, like for the mommy general hack is like we have to start like pulling back the things that make us like ourselves.
For sure.
So my guess is you don't have a lot of time just for you.
No, and I'm trying to like get that,
Okay.
I'm trying to schedule, even if it's like a workout or just making it's sure that it's in the calendar so I know that I'm gonna go do it.
Okay, so on your date nights, I would love for you to pick a time during that day, even if it's just 30 minutes, where you just do something for you, and maybe you like put something on that you feel sexy, or you just, this sounds so cheesy, but it's so effective. Like you just dance in your bathroom, like you used to go to the club, you know? Like you have to.
Should we roll video on
that?
that?
Exactly.
That'll be a whole episode, okay?
Right? But like, here's the thing. It's like because nothing has really changed. Your circumstances have changed, but you haven't.
Right.
Okay, and the older your kids get, the more time they actually will take. And so you reclaiming your own identity and taking on that role of like Sisanie, who is these things, not like I'm all those things.
What the whole, I mean, that right there is I don't want them to grow up kind of, I want them to know like the real me, but I feel like she's not there right now. So I want to definitely take those tools and go dance in my bedroom.
Go dance in your bedroom. Get some new lingerie and get new sheets.
I love it. Very good advice. And where can people find you if they want to get in contact?
They can go on iTunes and look for the Dating Den podcast and get lots of free coaching, lovely advice, and have some fun and laugh about life.
Marnie Batista, everybody. Thank you for watching. Comment below if you have any mom tips for me, okay?